Yeah. Could you please tell us the significance of Ellis Park, what it means to you?
Of course, my memory, I didn't watch the game because of '95 where we saw the World Cup final, and also there's been big tests for us that we've played at the stadium, and I think when I think of Ellis Park, I think of '95. That's exactly because of how big the moment was, not just for rugby, but also not just for SA Rugby, but for South Africa in general. I think many of our dreams were born then, and every time I still see Joel, I have to pinch myself. That moment is amazing human being as well, and some of the legends that we see. Our dreams were born there, and I think what has happened since then, it's slowly becoming the team that everybody has dreamed of and have wished of. So we carry all of those things with us when we go and play, those moments, and we're trying to create our own as we go by, so that when our kids are older, they think of the moments that we created for them. But that '95 moment will always be a special moment.
It'll be the first time you can play Tom Curry since the 23 semi-final. Is there any sort of lingering bad blood there? What happens?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Incident with Bongi.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's many things have gone by. Like it's a new game. I mean, there's if you're gonna be thinking about that, then clearly your mind, like for us, I'm not talking about you. Like for us, your mind wouldn't be in the game. Things happen and we move on. But we're excited. I'm excited to play against him. Always a tough guy. Yeah, he's one of the toughest I've ever played against. I remember since 2018 and then 19 in the final as well. He's a special human being, and I love playing against him. And tomorrow is gonna be no different. But in what happened in the past, I think we've put that behind us.
Sia, you spoke a bit about the competition in the squad. Is there a feeling, this is obviously a very experienced team that Rassie picked for tomorrow that you're leading. Is there a feeling amongst the guys that there is a bit of pressure on you guys to perform tomorrow, other than the normal pressure to perform?
No, there's always. You'll be silly if you're gonna sit comfortable, but I think that's what keeps us going. Not just that, but there's obviously other motives as well. But if you have an off day, like the guy that's next to you is gonna go. But if I'm not playing, the next guy that's playing, I want him to do well, because I know when I get my opportunity, then I know where the standard is at. So it's really good, healthy competition, and that's what I love about it. Like, if I'm playing and someone has to, like Paul will act as Tom Curry, he will do the best he can to be the best Tom Curry he can be, so I can be prepared for the game, and that's how we work. And I think it keeps everybody on their toes, and your experience stands for nothing. If you can't do the work on the field, you gotta put somebody else, and you can also pass experience by teaching the guys. So it's really healthy competition, which I really enjoy, especially with the junior box as well. They saw, and that's what I like they felt comfortable. They didn't feel scared or anything. They became themselves, and we saw them training. It was like a guy like Oli, his fitness, what he was doing, the fitness test, and the scrums, the way he's scrumming as well. So we want to make sure that everybody knows, just come and be yourself and give your best, and that's all that matters in the group.
Yeah, given what happened last year at Ellis Park against Australia, I know you guys generally are always chasing intensity and tempo and things like that, but are you contemplating as captain also maybe at times having to just tell the guys, slow down?
No, no. What happened against Australia, we know what happened. It wasn't because of the tempo or anything like that. We just went out of system. We got carried away, and that wasn't because the intensity was too high or we needed to slow down. We just got too comfortable, is the way to put it, and went out of our plan. So if it happens like that, we're not gonna stop. We just know how to correct it. Let's say the game starts like that, we'll know exactly what to do then.
Coach Yasoka, do you read much into their record, their performances in the Six Nations?
Yes, we did analyze them and go through deep into their game on what they've done in the Six Nations. But results-wise, I don't think we will pick up too much. Because again, if you look at the last game they played against France, Probably they lost the game in the last seconds of the game. Do you understand? And France is one of the best teams in the world. So like on a good day, like Sia mentioned earlier on, the game between us and England, whatever they've done in the past, it doesn't matter anymore. You know, we know they're gonna be psyched up for this game. They're gonna pitch up physically, and you saw they almost took us out of the World Cup. You know, when we played against them in the semi-finals. I think in that game, something that we've learned is that, like Sia mentioned now again, if you're not going to execute your plan very well against England, they've got potential in the sense of punishing you. You know, I remember very well in 2023 in France, their kicking game, it was very, very strong in that game. They didn't allow us, they didn't give us any momentum, you know, and they were physically like aggressive even under the high balls, you know. So again, whatever they've done in the past, I don't think it's going to matter. Tomorrow will probably be, if we pitch up, that will make the difference in the game. We know they mentally, I know they're in a good space. As a team, I know they're going to pitch up tomorrow. And like again, we mentioned earlier on, a lot of the players that are playing there, it's players that are on form for their clubs, you know. So they're in a good space. They will bring more energy tomorrow. The age, if you look at the average, they've got about 26. That's their average age in that squad, you know. So they're going to have good energy, you know. So if we don't pitch up well, and like I said again, probably it will start in set pieces with the kicking game. You know, the team that's going to execute that very well probably will have a better chance to win the game. And England, I know they're also strong there.
Sia, last time you played them here at Ellis Park, it was your first as captain. You were a young rookie captain.
Still young.
Okay.
Still young. Still young.
Heading into this game now, with the experience you've got now as a captain, are the nerves still there, or is it easier for you?
I think when the nerves and the butterflies go, that's when I think it's your time to stop. I still feel the same as I felt in my first game. I'm always nervous. I'm still doing the same things too. Maybe one or two things have changed, but like the closer I get to the game, I look for peace. I just try to calm down because there's nothing you can do that will get you more prepared. You know, I just try and switch off and listen to my worship music just to try to calm down. Because when you get closer to the game, you're definitely gonna go. You have to, you know, switch on. But I've been lucky because I've got guys that I've been playing with for so long, and also the new guys. They come with different ideas in the game, and what I enjoy about the group is that everybody has a voice, and sometimes the voice that hasn't been there for a very long time, they make us see things differently, and that's what's so good about the team. Whenever there's stoppages, we've all got our own points that we bring because we're all leaders in the group, because that's why if one person falls, nobody stresses because we all have got something to say. So there's so many leaders in the group, but I'm still nervous every single time I play. Eben is the same. He's the most kept Springbok player, but his preparation stays the same. And I've seen how he looked the first time when he played and how he looks today before he gets ready to play. Still the same. And we've always said to, like Dion Lindenberg told me once when we were driving with the Stormers to the stadium, he says, when you lose that feeling or the nerves, then you know your time is up.